Welcome, if I'm seeing you for the first time this morning. We are going to start a new choreography today that we are going to learn over several live sessions, and then we're going to clean it up, and then we're going to put on something nice and perform it for ourselves or for our family and friends or for whoever. If you have a broader audience, please do that. So normally I start with a warm-up, but since we already have had a warm-up around, for this one it's around, say 6:45, if you want to tune in, 6:40 maybe, because we do the beginner one and then we hop right back on. So just keep a lookout from 6:30 on when we hop back on for the intermediate routine and warm up our bodies a little bit so we're ready to go. So last time we did kind of a freestyle choreography from Alex Warren, Ordinary, and this is also a little bit freestyle, but we're also going to do some bachata steps. Even though it's not really a bachata song, it's a wonderful one. It's Oh What a Circus from Evita. And it's really got a nice beat to it, and it's fun, and it's just beautiful, so we are going to do that today. So I'm going to start with the bachata steps and rhythm because I don't know how many of you have already been dancing or have done kind of Latin social dance before, but just so we know what we're doing, we're going to put our feet together, and this is just a little note to technique generally, that you want to have your knees, we call soft. That means they're not bent, but they're also not straight, so they're a little bit loose. And I want you to start straight, very good posture. Go down a little bit with your soft knees. I want you to feel like somebody's taking your entire body and tipping it forward. So your weight is over the balls of your feet, but you're not bending. So you still want to be straight, so go down a little and tip forward. So that is generally where your weight is going to be during these kind of Latin social dances. It's going to be a little bit forward. This is particularly true in something like salsa, if you're doing like a faster style, because you want to be able to move forward, like you're going to run for a ball, like a volleyball or basketball. You bend forward so you can move quickly, but that's just generally, that gives us a little more freedom in our upper body to stay down low and to tip forward a little bit. And this is a very relaxed kind of dance. Try and relax your upper body and just do the steps as though you were going down the street normally. A little more graceful than that, but that's the kind of feeling you want. It's casual. So start with your feet together. Remember that posture tilts a little bit forward, shoulders relaxed. And step right together, right, and tap with your left foot. Step left together, left, tap. Right, together, right, tap. Left, together, left, tap. Right, together, right, tap, left, together, left, tap, right, together, right, tap, left, together, left, tap, right, together, right, tap, left, together, left, tap, right, together, right, tap, left, together, left, tap. I'm going to do it from the back, so that'll make it a little easier to follow. Again, we've got our posture, knees a little bit soft, over the balls of your feet, but not too much. You want to have a good balance. Step right, together, right, tap with your left, left, together, left, tap, right, right, together, right, tap, left, left, together, left, tap, right. So what I want you to think about is that your knees come together. So you want to start with your knees together, your whole leg actually together if you can. If you're a little bow-legged like me, it may not work out. And take a straight step. And as you do, your body weight is shifting over your right leg. Bring them all the way together so your legs are glued together. Step right again and tap. step left, together, step left, bring your weight over your left foot, and tap right. Right, together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right. Right, together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right. Right, together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right. Right, together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right. So that is the step. That's going to be rhythm if you're going to be dancing at a social. The most important thing is just to keep that rhythm going. Don't change it. So everything else will be done with your feet moving in that rhythm. So that's an important thing to know. So again, if you remember our weight shifts, that is to be very conscious of where your weight is going. We have a square with our shoulders and our hips, and when we're stepping on our right, all of our weight goes over on our right. Now, if you're doing a little bit of hips with this, you can step down on your right, and then your left hip is going up. So it's a little bit kind of counterintuitive if you're not used to it. So right steps down, left hip goes up, and when you bring your left in, your weight shifts to your left, and your right hip goes up. And then that repeats, left hip going up, and when you tap, if you want, you can bring your hip up a little, like you're pressing into the floor. So it's not really that you're bringing your hip up, it's that you're stepping into the floor, and that motion, you're pushing your hip into the air. And on the other side, repeat that, and this one goes up. Right, left, right, tap with the hip, left, right, left, tap with the hip. Okay, so that's just kind of the basic knowledge you'll have to have for this, that's all. And we're going to get into it. I want you to start with your back towards your audience, your pretend audience. We're going to let the first part just play. Maybe we'll cut it off later. And you're just going to stand there. Now, if you have nice straight legs, which I don't, you can stand on 2 feet. I recommend that. It's much sturdier. If you're a little bow-legged like I am, you're going to want to bend one slightly to disguise that. See, I'm going to stand with one a little bent to close this hole that I have. Even when I bring my knees together, I either have to bend them or make some kind of adjustment so my legs stay together. So as our backs are to the audience, stay very still until you start to move. And we're just going to shift our weight onto the balls of our feet and tap our heels 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a beginning. Just a little tap. Now your weight is forward. You want to start with your weight shifting forward so your heels are free. So you're not rocking back and forth. They're just lifting a little and going up and down like a pulse. That's your beginning. And as you do that pulse, I want your arms to slowly come up. Beginning 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, we're going to do our pajama step. And when you start your pajama step, so you brought your arms up here, I want you to bend them a little bit more. They're not at your head, but they're just kind of relaxed with your palms pointing upwards and your elbows are out. And in this one, you want to make sure you're staying very straight. You're not looking down because the audience is seeing your back. So it's your back that is speaking to the audience and not your face. So we're going to do our right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap. Right, so start again. Pulsing, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap. And then we're going to step right again, and tap, and left again, and tap. You can open your arms a little bit more at that point. Now, when I'm stepping side tap, I'm not stepping quite straight. It's like I'm doing a little semicircle. So instead of just straight to the side, it's like I'm going around a little curve, just a little bit to get your hips to swing. And step right, tap, and step left, tap. And if you can see that from there, so step right, tap, step left, tap. So my hips are kind of going in a circle. Like they're going around my bell. Now this is not a big movement. We're going to do that later on. This is a very subtle one. It's going around and around. Around and around. Around and around. Now this movement is coming from, say, the bottom of my rib cage down. It's not just the hips that are moving, and it's not the whole body either. It's, so my upper body is pretty much staying straight. It can move a little bit, but mostly when it's straight, it's this lower part of the body that's making that little circle. So going from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pajama step. Tap. Right. Left. Tap. Step. Tap. Step. Tap. Let's repeat that. Legs together, legs straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, tap, left, right, tap, left, tap. From here, we're going to do a quicker bachata rhythm. So right, left, right, and we're going to go from low to high. So if we're here, right, left, right. Go again. Right, left, right. So the movement is kind of a down, up. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Coming from here. Right, left, right. And we are going to swing to the other side. And we're going to go hip, hip, out to the side. And then swing like a bell to the other side. Back to here, circle around. And lift your right heel up. And it's going to tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're finally going to turn to face our audience. So, coming from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, tap, left, right, tap, left, tap, right, left, twice, right, left, and circling around. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to pivot on that left foot to face forward. All right, so let's go through that again. So from here, when you're going down, in your down up, you're going to let your right hip swing out a little. And you're going to be like a bell. Again, it's the lower part of your body. The upper part is staying straight. You're going to swing like a bell all the way to the left. And then you're going to come back a tiny bit and boom, you're hitting something with your hip. And to the other side, to your right. And this time when you swing back to your left, you're going to go all the way around in a hip circle. So you're coming from your right to your left. And you don't stop there, you just keep going into a circle, bringing your hips back. And you shift right back onto that leg. So the movement is coming, swinging down and around, and right back to your left leg. That's going to take all of your weight. You want all of your weight on your left leg to leave this one free to put your heel down. So let's give another repeat from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left, 2, 3, 4, and pivot. And when you pivot, your weight is here. You're going to turn with your feet, but your body is going to keep moving. So you're twisting from your waist, so your shoulders are facing your audience. Like, ta-da, I'm here. So starting again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, right, tap, left, tap, right, left, right. Hip, hip, hip. Round circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And boom. And this is when you're gonna pivot, when he says, oh, what a circus. That's when the real kind of melody starts, the dialogue. Before that, it's the chorus. And the rhythm's going to start, but this is where you're really going to turn, face your audience, and start telling the story. And that has to be a very powerful movement and a very, very powerful look. Start practicing how you're going to look at your audience right away. You really want your eyes to burn when you're turning. You want to get their attention. So make sure that move, that first pose is powerful and strong and a very look at me, because now it's going to start. Okay, let's repeat the first part a few more times. Actually, I'm hoping that it goes with the music. I haven't put it together completely yet, but that is also part of the process. That is to say, you know, sometimes you tweak things as you go along. We'll see how that works. If it really flows, if not, we're going to make a few changes. But let's try it this way first and see if it's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, right, tap, right, tap, right, left, right. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's repeat. It's all about repetition. Let's repeat it from the front once so we can see that. So got backs to the audience. And even though our back is to the audience, we already want to get in character and get that feeling going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, right, tap, left, tap, right, left, right. Bum, bum. Side, round, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's repeat a couple more times, and let's feel it out maybe with the music, and see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, right, tap, tap, right, left, right, pop, pop, and around, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. Repeating again. 4, right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap, right, tap, left, tap, right, left, right, tap, tap, and tap. So should we give that a little try with the music, see if it fits? If not, we're going to have to tweak it. And if it fits, we can keep moving. All right, so let the first part play, and we're going to start a couple phrases into the music. Here we go? Mm-hmm. Guess we had a few more taps at the end. Maybe we can add something later on. But for right now, we're going to move on. So, oh, what a circus. And we're going to move forward. Right, left, right. Oh, what a show. So here, you're sitting on your left foot, and you're going to do a very quick right, left, right. But most of your weight is still going to stay on your left leg, right? So when you turn around, this leg is more or less, has no weight on it, very little, just to balance you. And when you're moving forward with your right, left, right, you want to keep most of your weight on your left leg still. So it'll look like this from the side, down, bottom. Right, left, right. And you can give a little hip going outwards if you want on the second one. And swing that forward a little. Right, left, right. So again, this is our weight shift. It's very important to know where your weight is because sometimes you have to free one leg or the other. And in a lot of these rhythm movements, if you have kind of an incorrect weight change, you're not going to be able to get the rhythm. You're not going to be able to get off your leg fast enough to do kind of a beating rhythm if your weight is in the middle or if it's on the wrong foot. You won't be able to pick that up and continue your rhythm. So particularly in lap dance, but anywhere, you want to know where your weight is before you shift it. So we've come here, we've tapped a little, we're turning around, over to circus, over to show. And from there, we're going to step on our right and bring our feet together. And shift onto our left and bring our arm down. So we're here, right, left, right, and we're going to step, let's step forward on that one. Give ourselves a little more movement. Stepping onto our right foot, this time we're going to pivot around. And let's bring this arm up. Here. So come to our tapping. Here. What a show. Step. Argentina has gone to town. Step forward. So we're here. Over to show, step, pivot, and step forward. So you're here on your left foot, this is loose, and then you're going to push onto your right foot with that step. So coming from our tap, 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 over to circus, right, left. Oh, what a show. So your arms are coming in, and kind of asking a question with that. Argentina has gone to town. And I think probably going to stop there today because we went out of time pretty quickly, but I want you to get that first part done and we'll move on to the second part in the next live video. So let's repeat that from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left, tap. Right, tap, left, tap, right, left, right, up, 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 and round, circle, tap, 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 tap. Oh, what a circus, oh, what a show. Argentina's gone to town. And again. So, tap, 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 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap, left, tap, right, right, left, left, right, and around, and tap, 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 tap. Oh, what a circus. Oh, what a show. Argentina has gone to town. So, are we ready to try that with music again? Let's do it. Let's see how it fits. And And if we need to tweak something, that's what we're going to do. That's the process. Go, very good. Let's repeat that once more with the music, and then I just want to do a few more technical things, and we will finish for today. Maybe a little louder. Oh, does it get louder? Okay, that's all right. Okay, so wonderful. Now this one is a little bit different from our first one. It's a little more, I don't want to say it's happier, but it is a little more upbeat. You want a little more of a smile, engaging people, bringing it in, but it's not completely happy because we're talking about kind of a difficult subject in this song, but you want to really draw people in with your smile, your eyes, which should be very intense. Practice that intense look now, looking through people's souls, telling them this story. And your movements are going to be kind of soft, even though the movements are quick. You don't want your upper body to get stiff and reflect that. It's only your lower body that is going to be making the quick movements, and your upper body is going to be more or less quiet, just doing some arms. So on that, I want you to practice a few isolations. Maybe we'll add these to our morning routine. That is moving just one part of your body, so keeping from here up still and swinging like a bell from foot to foot. This is a very good thing to practice. This will help your dance just generally. See, I'm trying to move as little as possible, except for that one part. And you can swing it around, do your circles. Try and especially keep your upper body straight, but also try not to move your knees too much. You really want to try and move just that lower kind of trunk of your body. Okay, my flare flies. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Please join me for our morning fitness / stretch routines. They are very, very short, slow, and progressive. So even if you've never danced, never really done any fitness program before, the first 5 minutes is for you. It's very gentle, and we're just going to move up slowly but surely. The second one, we're doing a little more advanced movements, and it's more or less a warm-up, so you can begin your day already having the blood flowing and the brain working and feeling that much better about everything. And as always, it's much easier if we do it together. So I hope you will join me again on Friday. We'll continue the choreography afterwards, and we will continue it probably the week after. Then we'll clean it, and then we'll do a little performance just for us. So I wish you a wonderful day, my flare flies, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Have a wonderful day.